Cora, yeah, Cora, yeah, Cora, yeah, Hey family, I'm SNwadiei. I'm Habasia, and I'm coming to you from my kitchen in the USA, y'all. I don't know why people act like they watching my videos and then ask me if I'm in Nigeria or somewhere. Like, how could I be in Lagos if I'm in my kitchen in the USA? It's like, why are people making comments just by looking at the name of the video and then acting like they saw the video? I don't understand people, you know? Welcome to my channel, y'all. Agape love all of y'all. I hope y'all have subscribed that's watching me. It's free, y'all. What y'all waiting on? But anyway, I hope y'all had a wonderful week. This is a beautiful Saturday. It's nice and warm in this kitchen. I have something I wanted to play for y'all before I even get to my story time. Because y'all seem to like dancing with me the last time, or at least like to see me dance. I hope y'all like it, and I hope y'all can hear it good enough. I hope so. When I was in the Gambia, my friends at Dabo House, one of them was playing the music. No charge, y'all. He just know we love hearing the choral, and he loves playing the choral. I know y'all can't see the bottom under that. Let me see if I can fix that. So are you singing a warm-up? Mandinka? Okay. I think my relatives are Mandinka because when I talk to the guy on the plane, I'm a SNwadiei Cora because I came here last year. If y'all saw my 1,000 subscribers, you'll recognize me sharing that conversation with my friends with y'all. But I just wanted to get my juices going, flowing, and get y'all relaxed too. I hope y'all are considering becoming my Patreons, because then I'll be able to answer y'all more on a personal level. I'm trying to get to the Gambia, y'all, and be able to stay there. I am not monetized on YouTube, struggling to get through the paperwork process. You know, it's always some kind of glitch in the system somehow that you had nothing to do with. You don't have a human being to really talk to. I'm praying, y'all, that it'll all be straightened out soon. And I'll be able to get monetized. Won't be much, but better than nothing. But when I'm in the motherland, I got to have more money to function at a decent level. Because I want to be able to help other folks. And I can't do that if I can't even get me together first. Oh, almost done paying my car note, child. And then I have more money to save what? To go back to the Gambia. Oh, it is on my mind. So hopefully y'all hearing that core music will let y'all know that I do. But anyway, I am not unhappy being here. It's just that I'm bored, y'all. I ain't got nothing to do. All the people I party with are in the Gambia, whether they locally from the Gambia or if they are from the diaspora. I'm ready to go back home, y'all. I am. But I want to leave this family compound intact. It's paid for, but it's intact. I'm trying to follow my mother's wishes. So, only reason why I'm not trying to dissolve this house and get another house. If I could just leave it like it is, I'll do that. I'm playing a lottery and everything, y'all. Pray for me, you know. But anyways, how y'all like my earrings? I got that at some kind of cooperative economics show in Houston, Texas, at the Power Center when I was going to Windsor Village. Oh, we had all these cool things happening at the Power Center, and that was one of them. And so I was doing my cooperative economics thing by going there. So anyway, one of the vendors was selling these earrings, and they just spoke to me like, buy me, and I did. But anyway, my pink earring from the other day is part of a set of necklaces and earrings and all of that. But I don't all the time wear the complete set. If you know me at all, y'all, I just like to pick up my jewelry and just put it on as I'm led to. So anyway, this is my bracelet that I'm probably got online. It's a silver bracelet, indigenous to this country people. I cannot remember which people group, but I know I did order it online. And it makes me feel like a superwoman when I wear these bangle bracelets. Y'all got to remember, I grew up thinking I was Indian, y'all. Anyway, at least till I was old enough to know better, like a teenager. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud, James Brown and Malcolm X and even Martin Luther King. But I am black and I am beautiful. But anyway, y'all, I love my bracelets. And then this one is just a regular old wooden bracelet, cooperative economics kind of thing. My hat, I know y'all have seen it before. Same cooperative economics. And this necklace was made by a Gullah Geechee artist and chosen for me by Queen Quet. I do love her taste in jewelry, so I allow her to pick it for me when I order my jewelry off of the Gullah Geechee website. I love buying stuff with them. I'm not saying I bought a lot of stuff lately, but I have in the past, y'all. Remember, I claimed my daddy to be Gullah Geechee. And he not alive to deny it, so I'm sticking to that. But anyway, y'all know I use things to tell its story, because I'm a storyteller, y'all. I'm the Creole realist. But anyway, when last time I was in Lagos, Nigeria, I bought this. I was at Madame Nikkei Art Gallery, when I bought this. Not to say she made it or nothing, but they were selling it there. They were selling it. So I won't forget about Lagos. And I love magnets for refrigerators. This one came from St. Thomas when I was on a cruise, I think. Yeah, probably when I was on a cruise. And we got off at these different little islands and went into the different shops and got collectibles. So anyway, it says, a slave bomba, B-O-M-B-A, which is like a shell, a conch shell, sounded the call for the slaves to leave the fields. And it is signed, but it's in cursive, so it's hard to read it. But it looks like Hilda Lewis Joyce. And anyway, I hope y'all can see it okay. Nice magnet from St. Thomas. And this one says, for Kwabi, a new day declared, and so too freedom. 1733 slave revolt. St. John's, St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. Another magnet. I'm trying to leave it there so y'all can see it for more than a second. Because when I watch these again, it seems like a long time to me because I'm showing y'all. But when I watch it again, it seems like sometimes I don't leave stuff long enough for people to see it, and I apologize for that. This one is from the Gambia, y'all. It says, no stress, the Gambia. No stress. And I'm not saying it's not no stress, but when I got this, I had a whole lot less stress being in the Gambia. And I wasn't doing any land papers or anything. So at that time, I had no stress. Still working on that job. Hopefully it'll be over soon, some closure, so I can start putting my fence up, y'all, and building my little tiny round house. I'll let y'all see all of that for real. All the behind the scenes stuff will be going to the people on Patreon, but I will update y'all ever so often, the ones that just send me, right here on YouTube. But anyways, this is another magnet. It says St. Thomas, St. John, Virgin Islands, day in, day out, Macassa bore loads of sugar cane on her head to the donkey carts. And it's a beautiful picture. I love anything with Madonna and child, y'all. I just love mothers. I do. Everybody got one, had one, whatever. I love mothers and babies. Another magnet, y'all. Zanzibar. Zanzibar. And the Rasta people are loved everywhere. I don't know what kind of Rasta people they have in the Gambia. Some of them don't act nothing like the Rastas I know. I call them pseudo Rastas because all the Rastas I know are artists. They play instruments or they draw. They do something. They're so self-sufficient. Yeah, they are. They the coolest people that I know. So I don't know what's up with some of these folks that was going around with a little basket bag and in the Gambia. I don't know. But not like any of them that I know. That's the real ones. This is a real deal. From Zanzibar. Very talented. Playing those drums. Having a wonderful time. And helping other people have a wonderful time too. So anyway, guys. For those who watch me all the time, one red rose. This is from my mother's collection. No, I do not remember if I gave it to her or if she bought it herself. I don't know. Because she did buy some stuff before I started buying her stuff, you know. But that reminds me, what? Of my mama with her one red rose. Even though it's a little bud here, the rose itself is right here. So my mother and her red roses. Yes, y'all. A lot of detail. I don't know who made it. It's got some little company logo on the back that I'm not going to read because I'm not reimbursed by none of these people. But it's pretty though. Yeah. It's not like I'm doing something for cooperative economics and it's a brother or sister that designed it or whatever, you know, because it's Black History Month. Almost done though, y'all. But I do Black history, African history all year. I do. Not discounting nobody else's history, but I learned that in school and college. I learned some African history when I was in college, taking Black literature at TSU from a European woman. And I was so bad. I wanted to drop that class and enroll in somebody else's class. But I found out that the woman that was teaching it, other than her, was her girlfriend. She was a Black woman, but it's her girlfriend. So what the difference, you know? I didn't want to drop from one and go to the other one, and then her friend was be with her one day and she'll be like, yeah, she dropped my class. I just didn't want to get involved in that mess, so I just left it like it was, and she was fine, y'all. She really was fine. I learned a lot from Miss T. But anyway, this came from Lagos, Nigeria. It's just a regular old handbag. Well, not regular, but Lego style, y'all. Legos, bling, bling. And it was just saying, buy me too. Because look at this. This peacock. I love peacocks, y'all. When I see them open their tail, I'll be like, oh, that is so pretty. It's a guy peacock, because the peahen is very plain, y'all. Very plain. But see, the back of it is just as pretty as the front. And if you live in Lagos, you can wear this anytime. You don't have to have no special occasion. Wear it to church. Wear it to anywhere where bling bling is okay. Go out and have some tea or whatever. Nobody cares. Whatever their naming ceremonies or whatever. Nobody will be worried about you wearing your bling bling. You'll just fit in. That's all. You'll fit in to everybody else in a bling bling. Any day, nobody will be mad at you. Not at all. And in Zanzibar, I got this bag too. See, Zanzibar. And it had a elephant on there. The mama elephant and the baby elephant. And it just reminds me of quilted things. I know in the future I'll work with a group so we can produce quilted purses. Even though this one is not quilted, it's just a look like. They made it to look like. But I really like to use this purse as just a little inspiration to make quilted bags in the Gambia. Yeah, fabric bags are cool. The front and the back, still very cool, y'all. All fabric bag. One of the things I did for cooperative economics when I was in the Gambia. Now this purse, I don't know if I showed y'all this purse before or not, y'all, but I like this bag. Y'all see, one of my favorite things, peace. Peace. fabric also. I don't know where I got it from. Probably somewhere in Houston. I don't know if it was cooperative economics or not. I just know I like these bags. And I know some of the vendors that were cooperative economics, they definitely had bags like this. This is a common bag. And even the African, whatever, when they have these African craft shows, they have those bags too, even though it's not really African-ish. But they do have those bags available anywhere black people are in Houston, wherever they congregate. Doesn't have to be any isolated places, just anywhere really. Not to say even that they made them, but some of them are vendors, and they know that people like me love peace signs. So anyways, I like collecting dolls. Why? Because I like telling stories, whether to adults or children, doesn't matter. I like to tell my stories, and the dolls make it easier sometimes. When you're trying to teach self-love to people, showing them a doll with one of your names might do the trick. This is SNwadiei. SNwadiei. And now my ex gave me that name when I was thinking about having a girl, or even before then when we were dating. I asked him, how do you say joy in Igbo? Because he is Igbo. And he told me SNwadiei. So I took that as a nickname for me, and I said if we ever had girls, that I would name her SNwadiei. Instead, I have a granddaughter that's Faja SNwadiei. So SNwadiei lives on. She doesn't use it every day, but she knows it's one of her names. My son's daughter. But anyway, there you go. Baby SNwadiei. So I do have a baby named SNwadiei, but I had to buy her, y'all. I had to get her special aid. Ordered her from a company. Not saying the company is black owned or anything, but they did create a doll that I wanted created. And sometimes that's all best you can do, y'all. The best you can do. And I try my best. And y'all know, I know we come in all shades, at least in the United States, in my family. And I was getting upset that all of their kids were not represented when they was having black dolls. It's like, we are not just one color. So, in honor of people like my mama and other people in my family, I got the Shamela doll created. And she's light complected, y'all. She's the Shamela doll. The Shamela doll. Because that was my name when I was with the Hebrew Israelites at Congregation of the Tabernacle Israel in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Or Atlanta. I don't know. Because it's like it crossed over and went backward and forward. So it was hard to think on what city it was actually in. You know. But I was living in Stone Mountain when I was using Shamela. And that was my last name. My maiden name was Sam. The long version of Sam is Samuel. And it means taught by God, God listens. So anyway, there's Shamela. Because I wanted all the children to feel represented when I'm doing my stories and talking about black people. I don't want them thinking that they not cute because they not the right color. All that light skin, dark skin stuff get on my last good nerves. That colorism is not good. So I figured to combat colorisms, I'll make sure that the dolls I show are various skin tones. And so those two are just one example of that. Now, my last doll for today, because those of you know me, been following me for a while anyway, know that I have a doll collection. And this even has a little tag on the outside say, this doll is not a toy. Say this product is intended for artful display by adult collectors. And no, I'm not reimbursed by anybody. This doll is a Middleton doll. But look at her, y'all. She's a little Creole. She's a little Creole girl. Yes, she is. She's a little Creole like me. But you look at her little curly hair. I used to wear these little Shirley curls when I was a little girl. My mama used to use paper bags. Paper bag rollers. You tear up the paper bag and twist it and roll up your hair and put it like a little knot in the paper. And when you take the paper out, you have little Shirley curls like this, you know. Or you could use the hot iron and put little curls in your hair. But that was when I go to beauty shop, you know. Sometimes my mama could do that, but mostly she did the paper bag. Or if I went to the beauty shop and had that done. Afterwards, to sleep on, I'd have to put those paper bag rollers in my head so I could keep up the style for the 2 weeks until it's time to get your hair done again. Ooh, I'm so glad I have natural hair now. But still, some of the little Creole girls' hair was curly without having to put paper bags in it or hot curlers. They just naturally had curly hair. But my little Creole baby doll, she's like a toddler. And she has on her little Sunday clothes. Her little Sunday clothes. She has her little bracelet of authenticity on her. And her little tag that says that she's a Middleton doll, or artist doll. And you see all the detail work in her clothes. She's not porcelain, but her body reminds me of a porcelain doll. So nice and soft, but she's some type high-grade vinyl. In her back of her dress. And lace. See, beautiful lace. Reminds me of Nigerian lace, actually. I'm trying to take my time with y'all so y'all can appreciate her. And her little, she has a little can under here, like we used to wear back in the day, underneath our little fancy dresses like that. And here's her little shoes and her little socks, y'all. So little shoes and socks. She's been in a box a while and she going back to the box. That's how I keep up with her. And I don't want to show you her underwear and all that because there's too many weirdos out there. I don't want to be doing all that. But she has a can. That's what this skirt is, a can that helps the dress to stand out. So there's my baby with her can. I don't even know if I can show you all of her. I'm trying my best, y'all, by holding her up. Her dress is a can style. And that's her with her little dress. Really cute. And her dress is so long, it's actually covering up her feet. But y'all can see her pretty curly hair. She's a little Creole. Got little earrings, pierced ears. Because we do that, y'all. We love our earrings. So anyway. Oh, sorry, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed my little Creole baby and Jaee. As they say to each other in Creole. Jaee, like Cherie in French. My dear, my darling. She even has a baby's Bible. She got her own little baby's Bible. And of course it says that she's a Lee Middleton original. So anyways, I'll just put her back here until I can put her back in all of her little wrapping paper until the next time she shows. I do my best, y'all, to keep them together. I have many hobbies. Glass fusion is one of them. This was a specialty class I took, so no, I cannot teach anybody how to do this particular type of glass fusion. I can show y'all what I do when I'm doing a glass fusion if you follow me on Patreon. Because then I can show y'all how I cut it out, how I design it, what I do when I put it in the kiln, and how it looks when it comes out. It's like all these cool things you can learn from me, y'all. But this particular type design, no, I was actually in a workshop and we did this in the workshop. So I cannot even repeat it myself without going back to another workshop. And that's my work signed. Yeah, it's signed. And I said, Core Ancestors, Core Sound, SNwadiei. So I was thinking about my ancestors when I created this design. I think it's very pretty. And it's just decorative, y'all. That's all, just decorative. When I'm in airports and I see a bookstore, I get excited. I was in Lagos, Nigeria. Saw this book. And then later, found a movie on Netflix that was talking about the similar subject. And so I could understand it better. And that explains about all of the stuff that happened in Nigeria. Yeah. There was a lot of stuff that happened in Nigeria when they was trying to colonize them, but they was having all kind of fights with the OBs, or the chiefs. Yeah, the great chiefs. And it says the king. The Iyase. But anyway, it's about being colonized, and they had to get rid of the chiefs that had power so they could take over. And they would start fighting. Of course, the Westerners was fighting for resources when they did all of this bad stuff to people. I cannot show y'all the insides of this book. They say they don't want you showing people stuff. But anyways, it's from Heritage Chronicles. Yeah, Heritage Chronicles. And I got it in Nigeria. And it says Okiojo's Chronicles. but it's 1897 if you want to, Google it, and you can see some of the stuff that was in there. But it's definitely 1897. It's actually discussing the same part of history as this brass sculpture that I got from Nigeria. When I first got it, I thought it was talking about slavery, but later on, especially after I read the book and saw the movie, I found out that this was actually talking about colonization in Nigeria. Because you see how these guys are dressed? They're actually in the Queen's Army. So it was doing colonization, and they was recruiting the local people for almost a little or nothing probably to be in the Queen's Army. And then they would take the OBs and put them in isolation forever. Put them in isolation, whatever they used to call it back then. They'll take them and they put them in like prison. Like it was like home prison back then until you died, because they did not want you in charge of your own people because they wanted to steal your resources. So about colonization. Exile, that's what I wanted to say. They would bring this king into exile with his family. So you see his wife and his, I don't know who that is, maybe his servant. But from how he's dressed, it's the chief, his wife, the soldiers, the lady on the other side wringing her hands. I don't know if that's one. It looked like probably one of his relatives because of how she dressed, maybe his mama or something. But anyways, they was taking them away so the king wouldn't be in power anymore. But it was in Nigeria. So hopefully y'all getting to see it, even if I showed it before for the new people. I wanted y'all to see it. Sometimes you don't know which video to look at first. So this is one. And I thought of it as a slave one at first because I thought it was like the chiefs first thought slavery was okay because they were selling other people's families into slavery, but they thought it couldn't happen to them. But as you know, what goes around comes around. So some of them actually did end up being enslaved themselves. So some of us are descendants of kings and queens because they kidnapped the kings, queens, they children and brought them to foreign lands. Or sometimes they just were other parts of the motherland, but definitely in exile. Where they died in exile, they had no power. So they could take their resources. But when I first got it, I thought it was about slavery. I thought it was like, okay, now you're in the same boat. We're in the same boat. Now you know how it feels, that it's not okay. But a lot of slavery was about economics. They felt like they already knew about slavery, and as long as they themselves wasn't the slaves, they thought it was okay. It's just business, y'all, just business. But whenever something becomes personal, because you're the one that's being enslaved, then you don't think that it's just business. Then it gets to be personal. But I'm so glad that I found this book and found out the real story, that it was about colonization and taking resources. And yes, they did take the chiefs into exile where they died in exile. Not just Nigeria, but that particular bronze comes from Nigeria. So that's why I showed you that book, because it directly relates to that story that happened there, that how they felt. I mean, that's why I bought it, because you could see all of their emotions going on in that sculpture. And it's something that I didn't know anything about. So I was happy to learn about it. Not in a happy kind of way, but it's always good to know history, and that that we wasn't the only ones that got done in, and that nobody likes it when it's happening to them, no matter who they are. Our relatives were not slaves, never were slaves. They were enslaved, which is an active word. Enslaved. They was always wanting to go back home or wanting to escape the plantation. I won't even stay in a subdivision that's named plantation, because most of those places, at least in Texas, truly were plantations back in the day. So why would I want to go live on a plantation that my ancestors wanted to get the heck off of, because of all of the awful stuff that happened there to them? But anyway, guys, all I can say is one more thing. Let me see. There we go. It seems like I'm always having one more thing to share with y'all. Since this is almost the end of Black History Month, I wanted to share with y'all the wisdom of the elders. And I know I've been doing this all along, because I'm an elder at 67. But this is one of my books that I collect, because that's one of the things I collect too, is books. And this is about mistakes. And this book is by Robert Flemings. It says, Inspiring Reflections from the Heart of African American Culture. And it says, mistakes. Like a child, I had always believed that nothing was impossible until it could be proven impossible. I had optimism to the nth degree. Pessimism is unfortunately for the sick of mind. For those who have complexes, I have found that all human beings have limitations, which is something everyone should take into consideration. We should recognize that everybody is capable of making a mistake, and we should not raise any more hell about somebody else's mistake than we expect to be raised when we make one. Why? I mean, who does not make a mistake? Who's not limited? Everybody but God. Duke Ellington, 1973. So, under the reflections, it says, Duke Ellington's wise words come from 50 years of leading the Ellington Band, an assemblage of extremely talented eccentrics who were cut-ups off the bandstand. Duke continually forgave them the errors of their ways and mistakes of judgment. All he asked was that they perform to the best of their abilities when they were on stage. More than most people, he understood the human desire to live life to the fullest. All of us make mistakes. Duke would say, let it go. Only the Creator is perfect. When I make another mistake, I will carry a new understanding for the humanness in my heart. I will treat others the way I hope to be treated. And y'all know that's how I do, if y'all know me at all. I always treat people the way I would want to be treated. That's the way I am. And I just want to let y'all know, I'm so happy. Y'all giving me such sweet comments. And I just want y'all to know that Habasia is an organization that thrives to help its brothers and sisters in Africa. It's going to be functioning in the Gambia as a, just say, as a hand that does some fundraising for the sister group that's already in the Gambia, that it can help set up a community-based organization made up of Gambians, that it will assist to be empowered to help their own people get to the next level. It is not an organization that discriminates for anybody's religion. You know, I never ask anybody's religion before I help them. Neither do I want to know. I'm not trying to convert anybody to any belief system that I have, because I want to be upfront with everybody. I am a spiritual person. I feel like I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. I will not be in the Gambia to try to convert them to anything. Habasia is not going to be associated with any religious organizations. Not to say that I personally wouldn't donate to somebody else's fundraiser or whatever, because I'm a human being and I can do stuff individually. But as an organization, I just don't want Habasia to be labeled as a group that's trying to convert anybody to any belief system. I feel like everybody is entitled to believe freely. Everybody has free will, and who am I to try to take away another person's free will? I'm just not like that. Nobody made me a God. I don't have a God complex, y'all. So I'm just letting y'all know up front, I will not accept any collaborative projects that will label Habasia with any particular religious groups. You know, I just want it to be secular, that'll make everything less complicated. I don't have any issues with anybody doing whatever they want with their organization, but I just say, personally, Habasia can't do it. And for as even associating with secular groups that's outside of the Gambia, that's doing whatever, I do not know what that organization is doing. I do not want to be saying it's associated with that, because they might do something and people get upset with them and they transfer that anger towards Habasia when Habasia was unaware of anything going on that wasn't right, you know. So anyways, we would just stay separate, you know, separate, supportive of everybody, but not connected to any particular group, other than just say me personally helping the other group to get set up, even if it's a hand of Habasia, but it will not be doing anything other than to empower them to self-sufficiency through education to get to another level, and we'll be showing how that's done. But everything will be transferred over to the Gambian people without anybody's name from the United States on any of the documents. But to show the paperwork, yes, most people need assistance with just saying paying for the documents. You have to pay for documents. You have to pay to get registered. All of the things that seem like a little of nothing to some people is a lot to others. So just to get started wouldn't even take that much effort or funds to assist the group and to watch it grow and to assist it somewhat. Like I say, as a Habasya, it could document all of that and more. But it's not in the business of converting anybody. So anyways, that's just part of my housekeeping. I love all of y'all. I don't mean to offend anybody. Like I said, everybody is free to run their channels the way they want to. I'm good with that. But I just want y'all to know that Habasya will not be merging with anybody else's channel. Until next time, y'all. Peace, peace, power to the people. And I'm out, y'all. Bye.